Hello, everybody. This is Chris Davios with All-in-One Communications. And today we're going to talk about the fax server that is included with your phone server. Now, this is an option that you have to request. It is a no-cost option if you already are paying for fax. If you want to have the integrated fax with the server, it's about $25 a month an addition, and that just takes care of the cost of what we have to pay for the integration. All right, so faxing. Now, if you're just receiving faxes via email and sending them back out through a regular fax line, that doesn't cost you anything. But this function here allows you to send faxes from anywhere in the world and receive them anywhere in the world, and they're embedded in your phone system. Now, let's go over a quick training. So in order to send a fax, you'll notice if you're on the web console and you have this option enabled, you'll see fax management. So you click on fax management, you click fax. Pretty simple, right? And then you hit send a fax. Now, it only takes PDFs. So you can click on this section here, grab a PDF, whatever you want. I have several PDFs on my computer. And then you go to add. Now, if you already have that person's number saved in your phone book, you can go to the phone book. You select whichever phone book you have. So let's say if I wanted to send it to vendors, then I would pick which number it is, their business fax number. And if I have a vendor with that business fax, then it would be there. Now, it's going to say from you, and this is based on when you signed into the phone server. All right, and then we have a cover page that we created for Numericals Technology Services, or All-in-One Communications. It's a separate company. But let's go and let's say you do not have that person in your system. So you click add, and you type a name for them if you already have someone's name in here. But I'm going to create a name, test fax. And then I'll create type the fax number. But this is the part where it gets really critical. You have to put +1 and then the number. So it's +1 803-350-0505. That's our old fax number. Now, if you have all this other data that you want to put in there, you can. That goes on the cover sheet. So I'll hit save. So now it says I'm going to send this test fax. That's just a name. It can be any name that you want to put to this number. And then if you had company information, all of that would be there. If you were putting in a cover sheet, you select the cover sheet. This is the one that we use for Numericals Technology Services. Technology Solutions. Let me get that correct. Numericals Technology Solutions. And then we can either schedule that fax or send it right now. So if I want to send it now, I hit send. And it's asking me, because I did not select the fax number I'm sending it from. Now, you will have this option if you have multiple fax numbers to select the number. This is one of our numbers that we use for testing. So, or this is our 800 fax, I'll say. And so this is the number I'll send it from. I click save. And you'll notice it says queued. So it's now sending a fax to our other test fax number, our other fax number. Now, within about 2 to 3 minutes, it'll complete. Once it completes, if it says succeeded, that means that fax has went through successfully. If it says failed, that means the fax did not go. I would always recommend checking the fax number. I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you go in and you go to put a fax in, and you hit add, and you make the mistake right here. You go, John Smith. Now, I don't know who John Smith is. And I'm going to just put a number, 803-350-0505. Now, this is the same fax number, but I didn't put the 1+. Okay? Now, I want you to notice what happens. I put in the same information. I don't really need a cover sheet. I want to send it now, so I'll click save. You notice an immediate fail. The reason it failed because the +1 was not there. So make sure you put the +1. Now, whenever this changes, and you can just do the number, we will notify all of the fax users. But if you do not put the +1 right now, the fax will fail. All right, I want to say thank you for watching the all-in-one communications fax training, as well as Numerical's technology solutions. God bless you and have a blessed day.